also look me up there, and I will respond to you when it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So before we end our segment of the discussion tonight, Robin, is there anything else you'd like to add about your campaign?
Um, well, I just want to say, first of all, we could use more volunteers because it's geographically a big area, and it's very hard to cover every place over 3 counties. Um, and also, we are all not just focusing on the genocide. We're also focusing on Medicare for all, on domestic issues, on primarily economic issues, because those are the pressing things for most people in this area. People are working and working and working, and they can't make ends meet. And I see people doing things like selling their plasma so they can buy groceries. And I've seen more people going homeless over time, and not getting the help that they need. So, it's not just a single issue campaign. We're talking about taking the money away from bombing people in other countries and spending it on making life livable for people here.
I think that is a very good use of our national treasure, as they say. Uh,
Yes.
so I'd like to thank the three of you for joining us tonight in the first section of our
Mhm.
green stream. I hope that if any of you watching on YouTube have been inspired, that you'll reach out to the individual candidates, two of whom are in New Jersey, one of whom is in Texas, and that you can offer some help to their campaigns. It can be something as simple as showing up to do some door knocking, some phone banking, putting a door sign up, or sign in your yard, you name it. The Green Party itself is driven by grassroots volunteers. We are a grassroots organization. As each one of these candidates have mentioned, we don't take corporate money. We're not beholden to corporate donors. So we are, in fact, funded directly by people like yourself, by people like me. If you've got $5, you can definitely donate it. But also, let me just say this, because we're a working class party. So I know sometimes like asking for donations can seem a little gauche on occasion, but you need to consider a different way. Volunteer your time. If we were getting minimum wage, your time would be roughly $38 an hour. So think of your effort in that way. And if you donate 2 hours of time, you've donated like $70 to a campaign. If you value your time like this and think of it like this, it'll incentivize you in a different way and make you value your labor. This is one of the big things that has to happen for us to collectively move forward. As of course, all of you live in states that have big ports, and of course, the longshoreman strike is happening now. So the economic situation is pressing in the United States.
Mhm.
I don't want to take too much more time in our segment of it. We have some more candidates to speak to tonight. So I'm going to bid the viewers adieu for now, and hopefully I can see you again in a later green stream. And I'm going to tag in my other moderator and co-host tonight, Holly Hart, the Green Party National Secretary. Hi, Holly. Join us when you are ready.
Should be ready. Yeah, here I go. Okay. Looks like I'm. Thank you. Good evening, Margaret, and great, interesting of all the candidates. Very good. Good luck to everybody.
Oh, I think so, right? I'm really inspired by all of their campaigns. I'm very happy to see more and more people inspired to run campaigns. It is very different than just being a volunteer within the party. Right? Putting your face out there and standing for public election isn't easy. So again, I'm gonna ask once more for people to please consider volunteering their time for those campaigns. If you would like to volunteer some dollars, I'm sure they'd appreciate that too. From the National Party perspective, we work the same way. We're all volunteer based and run on people donations, not corporate donations. So if you would like to help the Green Party continue to advance our mission, you can go to gp.org/donate and make a contribution right there. That would be very, very helpful for our mission. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Holly, and I'm going to drink some water now.
You deserve it. Hopefully it's clear tap water and good water. And I just will also put in a bid for the Coordinating Campaign Committee and Media Committee. You can also donate directly to the Media Committee to help with funding for this kind of technology that we're using and do more of these. But that's gp.org/donate_media_committee. And I'd like to put in a bid for the Coordinated Campaign Committee that I was part of for quite a while, actually. And that committee helps recruit, run, train, and support Green candidates. That's what we're about. That's why we're a political party. And you can go to gpus.org/coordinated-committee. And there you can find webinars, campaign manual, and other activities. They'll do webinars, one-on-one trainings, candidate cafes, office hours, candidate grants, all kinds of things if you're interested in that. I would also like to thank our Media Committee interim director for the campaign season, Scott McClarty. Also co-chairs of the committee, Gloria Matera and Greg Jokoy. Starlene Rankin for her tech support and advice on video. And I know right now she's saying, Holly, do something with your glasses. And I tried, and that's the best I can get. And let me see who else I'm leaving off. Ann Link, who was in the Women's Caucus and helped draw up this great list of women candidates. You can also, if you're interested in all things Green candidate, go to gp.org. No, let's see. It's let me find it. It's the Green Candidates, and it is gpelections.org. And there, and I think Margaret has mentioned that gpelections.org, all of the candidates and office holders and important data that we need to keep because nobody else will. But, you know, sometime down the road, some researcher and scholar is going to come along and say, hey, this is important. And so coming in, I'm hoping we have 3 candidates here. These are all seeking a local or regional office. Actually, 4 candidates. One is seeking a state legislative office. And so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call them into the room or not, but they can come on in. We also have someone who needs to leave soon, so we're going to start with that person. But let's see if we can have those. I don't really want to read off all their names and answer their questions for them.
You're muted.
I'm muted. I better not be. Okay, my name is Holly Hart. I am currently the Secretary of the Green Party of the United States, and I have been a member of the Coordinated Campaign Committee and also a member of the Media Committee. And I've really enjoyed hearing from all these candidates. I was going to ask, we're running short of time, and I was going to ask each of you to very quickly say your name, what you're running for, and the location, and then go circle back. We have Marnie Glickman is one who's got to leave soon. So if each of you could quickly, I'll just start with Tonil, Marnie, Akila, and I can't read your name. Sorry. My eyesight is not the greatest, but Akila. Okay, I should have known because there's a movie. Okay, so if you could just say, why don't you just start and we'll go back with Akila.
Rita.
You want me to start? It was hard to hear you. Akila Elamine Bakit.
Okay, go ahead.
Lake County Board of Education, District 1.
Thank you. Okay. Next, Marnie, why don't you go?
I'm Marnie Glickman. I'm running for Portland, Oregon City Council in District 2, and I think we have a voter in the house in the chat. Hi, Amy.
Rita?
You're muted.
Aloha, I'm Rita Ryan. I'm running for District 12, House of Representatives, Hawaii State House of Representatives from Upcountry Maui.
And Tonil Jackson.
I am Tonil M. Jackson. I am running for MWRD Commissioner, which pretty much covers Cook County and Illinois, the 6-year term.
Great, thank you. And so I am personally a big proponent of running for local offices because we win, we make sometimes long-lasting and widespread and important policy decisions, things like inclusive housing ordinances, plastic bag ordinance, things such as that. And we win these offices. And this is really what I think. And a lot of people have the idea that the local politics is what green politics is all about. I would like to start tonight with circle back with a few basic questions for each candidate. And I know that Marnie needs to leave. So Marnie is running for Portland City Council in Oregon. And it's considered that she has a good chance of winning. This would be quite an achievement as a large city and large area. So I wanted to start out, first of all, with very basic questions, probably to each one of you. Basically, essentially, what led you to seek this particular office and why run as a Green by extension?
And are we going to go around? I have to leave in about.
Yes, I'm going to ask you right now. Yeah, I was going to ask a couple others, but yeah, I'm going to do you first, and we'll do the rest. But you can leave once you're done.
Sure. So the question is, can you say it one more time? I'm sorry.
Yes. So, what led you to seek this particular? I mean, what led you to seek this particular office? What interested you, and by extension, what made you want to run as a Green? Any main issues, or just wanting to get into local politics? What experiences led you to run?
Sure. I first registered as a Green in 2000. I was the first person Ralph Nader hired to start his presidential campaign, and I've been a Green Party activist since then. When I lived in California, I was elected as a Green to a school board where I served for 4 years and had a lot of legislative successes. Portland is my hometown, and we are rebooting our city government. We are going from a situation where we have 5 city commissioners elected citywide. And in this election, we are going to have a multi-member ranked choice voting election. And so I'm running with 30 years of environmental experience, political experience. I went to Lewis and Clark Law School. I know how to read laws and write laws. And Portland needs to become an environmental leader again. And I think we can do it.
And that could be a game changer with the ranked choice voting. I'm reading that this is the first time Portland is using this.
Yeah, it's actually multi-member ranked choice voting, which is even a little bit more complicated, I think. So the the first 3 people to meet the threshold in the ranked choice voting win. And so I'm running because I also am competitive and strong and the most qualified person to serve North and Northeast Portland.
So I'll ask you to quickly put out your website. People who are living in Oregon, and especially who are living in Portland, we want to encourage to vote for Marnie. Put your website out or mention that. I would also like to know what it means to be a woman running for public office and running as a Green as a woman. And maybe there's nothing in particular that rises, but maybe there's something that strikes you as particularly relevant.
Well, Portland became a city in 150 years ago. And we're known for being progressive, but we've only had 10 women elected to our city council, 10 in the past 150 years. And so no matter how far we think we come as women, we have a lot more to do to get seats at the table, and we all deserve to have seats at the table. This is a nonpartisan race. I have earned the support of Greens, Oregon Independent Party, Oregon Progressive Party, and many current and former Democratic elected officials, as well as labor unions and all sorts of other of the biggest political groups in Oregon, like the Sierra Club. So we have to fight hard. And I guess, even though I'm 53, I'm continually surprised at people trying to put me